Okay, I really hope that my battery lasts on my phone and that anybody who's watching actually cares about what I'm about to say. But I live in Park City. I moved here in 1990 to be a ski bum, to teach skiing, to work at KUTV as a news reporter. And I keep getting asked, do you know anybody with a place to rent? I want to come here to Park City for the winter and I can't find any place to live. I have a dog and nobody is renting to people with pets. All valid concerns and pretty much true. I am not going to tell you that it's all princesses and unicorns out here in Park City when you're trying to find a place to live for the winter starting in December. Next week is Thanksgiving, which means you have 1 week to lock in a place. If you are dragging your feet, going around looking to find the best possible deal for yourself, you're too late. Those ones are gone. Those ones are taken. You need to find a place now for December. If you get a place and you're not that into it, you can move. Usually right around March is a good time to move out of someplace, find somebody else to take your place. Don't stick your landlord with a lease that you signed and now you're running away from it. They will come after you in Park City. I swear to God, it's really easy to go to small claims here in Summit County. So if you sign a lease, honor it, talk to your landlord, say, I need to leave. Can we make a deal? Maybe I can give you a month's rent. You keep my deposit. Let me out of the lease. Don't just disappear and be a dirtbag. That's one thing. You got to be respectful of the landlords around here. I was a renter for many years, and now I'm a landlord. And in fact, I do have an apartment to rent. And as you will find, apartments are not cheap, and most apartments require lots of deposits because of these people who have left town without even saying I'm leaving, and they just stick you with the lease. And also, most people won't allow pets. I do, because my house is very pet friendly. It is a house. I do live in a residential neighborhood. So, enough babbling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the places where you can try to find housing in Park City if you aren't already living here. It's always a good idea to come crash on the floor, stay with friends, get an Airbnb for a week. A friend of mine is renting out a room for a week for $350 in town while you look for a place. And if you're interested, PM me and I will tell you who she is and put you in contact with her. But if you're coming out for the winter, and I'm not talking about vacation, we can have that, share that in another video. I'm going to show you some of the resources that you can go check out and see if there's an apartment for rent. Okay, I'm going to switch this right here. We're going to look on my computer, so you don't even have to leave your house. Okay, here's my computer screen. The first resource you should go to is get on Facebook. So you're on Facebook here, and you're looking for a place to live in Park City. You're going to put in Park City Forum, right here, Park City Forum. And on this page, if you can see it, it's a public group. You can get on it and you can put posts for rentals or that you're looking for something to rent. It's also a good place to find a job, as you can see here. But if you want to narrow it down, you've got this little search bar right over here. It says search group. It's hard to walk and talk at the same time, right? And you can put in rent and see what comes up. Make sure when you go over here, you don't look at items for sale, you look at all posts. So these will be all posts in this that will have something for rent. It's really good to have a Facebook presence if you're looking for places in Park City, because then we can check out your profile and see that you're a real human being with responsibilities. So you go down here and you can post that you're looking for something, that you might be looking for a roommate, and also if you have something to rent, you can post it right here too. So that's one of the Park City pages that you can look at. Again, go to Park City. There is also Ask Park City right here. Ask Park City. Same thing. Do the rent and scroll down. Ask Park City is a wonderful Facebook page. If you're coming to Park City at all, just to visit, use that page. great resource. All the locals use it and answer questions for you. So those are the two best spots on Facebook to find housing. There is also a website called the Christian Center. See that? Christian Center. And they do a roommate roundup every Tuesday, beginning on November 10th. So it's already started. From 3 to 4 o'clock, you go there, you network, you find other people that might be looking for roommates, people you can partner up with and go rent a place together. So that's a really good resource. All right, here is Craigslist. Of course, it's the tried and true for housing. Go right up here to housing, apartments. You can also look for roommates here. And then search. You want to put in Park City. And guess what? When you do that, you're going to get City Park down in Salt Lake City. So you're going to obviously have to narrow that down. And here are your locations. You also want to check a map or talk with a local to find out where everything is located, because we have a lot of suburbs now in Park City. You want to save money? You move outside of the town proper. You want to spend a lot of money and walk to the bars? You stay in Old Town. And you want to know exactly where it is and whether it's on a bus route and if you need a car, because with snow on the road, it can make it difficult to get around town if you don't have a car and you're nowhere near a bus. And there are lots of places like that, especially if you're trying to save money. Outside of the Park City proper area, you've got towns like Silver Creek, Silver Summit, Camas, Colville, Heber, Midway. Where I live is Jeremy Ranch. There's Pinebrook, and there is also Summit Park, which is closer to Salt Lake City. It looks like my battery is starting to run down. I'm going to try and plug it in and then come back on and show you some of the other resources. Look at this. You've got a 2-bedroom condo minutes away from Deer Valley in Park City for $1,400. That's about average. And that is what you're going to get. Where is it located? Available December 1st, $1,400 a month. Oh, Fox Bay. Guess what? That's pretty far. That is on the opposite side of where Park City is. You have to drive around towards Heber. So it's really good to know the lay of the land to understand whether that is something you want to do. Now, feel free to get on Facebook and ask me if you're coming to town. And if you want to hire me to go out and take a look at your apartment, I'm happy to do that. But there are people that can do that for you, because you're going to get locked in. Be aware that most people are not going to do seasonal rentals. You're going to have to lock in for a year lease or pay through the nose if you want to be here for 4 months or 6 months even. But there are people that you can negotiate with and say, hey, if I pay more, can I have a shorter lease? Or in the event that I need to leave at the end of the season, I've signed a year lease, can I pay some kind of penalty and get out of my lease? Can I find somebody to take my place? Will you let me out of my lease then? And you know what? A lot of landlords are pretty reasonable. Just don't jerk them around. The second resource is KSL. Oops, I don't want to have to log in, but up here you've got KSL, Classified Cars and Homes. You go to Homes. And then, where's my high speed here? Not super high speed, hello. You go to Homes and you've got for sale, for rent, senior living. It's a little difficult because when you go to Homes, you don't see rentals. That sucks. That's their flaw. But when you do to go to Homes, click on for rent. Again, you're going to have to sort your location and put in Park City. And then do a search. Okay? And you're going to see all of these places coming up for rent. Ain't cheap. $2,500 a month, $1,700 a month, $2,850. A lot of these places are not going to allow pets. If you have a dog or a cat or a chinchilla, talk to the landlord directly. Do not send an email and beg. Contact them, don't text them, and say, hey, I've got this awesome dog. It comes with references. Willing to pay extra in deposit. Would you consider? What if I have you meet my dog? What if I pay to replace the carpet if I have a cat? all worthy of negotiation. So there you have it. You got KSL, you got Craigslist, you got Facebook, and you have the roommate roundup. If you are in town, get to town and go to a couple of spots where they have bulletin boards. The Christian Center is in town. They have a bulletin board. The Park City Bread and Bagel, they have a bulletin board both at Quarry Village and Kimball Junction. The supermarkets used to have a bulletin board, but they don't anymore. Get on Ask Park City and say, hey, do you know any friends that have a place to rent? Chances are they can't think of anything off the top of their heads, but if we're reading Facebook and we come across a post, we can repost it and we can share it. So I hope that helps you find a place to live. I really do, because it's tough, and you have just a couple weeks to get yourself a place and get settled in for the winter. Come February, if you want to move to town after the holidays, you're going to have a better chance at finding a really cool place to live at not too much money. So those are my insider tips. Here, I'm going to turn around and say goodbye now. Hope I didn't bore you to death, and thanks for watching.